gana action. Niba ushaka kwiga indimi, gana action. Ushaka kuba umusirimu, gana action.
Hello everyone, welcome at Action College. Today's Italian lesson is all about Passato Prossimo. You know that it's better to know different tenses in which you can conjugate a verb, because actions may be happening now, or maybe have happened, or will happen. So this Passato Prossimo, its English equivalent, it is present perfect. We start with infinitive, infinito, and then we see how we can just use Passato Prossimo. And we are going to look in deep on the verbs that require to be conjugated using avere as auxiliary, because we have also other verbs which we need to conjugate using essere as auxiliary. The first one is avere, avere, to have, avere. So if you say ho avuto, see, ho avuto is like I have had, because avuto, it is the past participle of avere, ho avuto. For example, you may say ho avuto tempo, I had time. The second one is fare, to make or to do, fare. It's present perfect, it's a past participle, it is fatto, this one. So if you want to say that I made, or I have done, or I did, you say ho fatto, ho fatto, ho fatto. Or you may say that I have done sports, or ho fatto sport. So the third one is dire, which is to say, dire. Its first participle is detto, detto. If you want to say that I said, or I have said, say ho detto. Per esempio, potete dire che ho detto che italiano è molto facile. The third one is vedere, vedere. So its past participle, it is visto, visto. If one say that ho visto, I've seen like a businessman say ho visto uomo d'affari, ho visto uomo d'affari. The next is dovere, dovere, which is to have to or must, dovere. So its first participle is dovuto, dovuto. Then you want to say I had to or I must. You say ho dovuto. Maybe you may need to say I had to learn Italian. Ho dovuto imparare italiano. The next one is all about volere. This very interesting word in Italian, because we used to say volere e potere, to mean that to want is to will, is to be able. Mean that anything you are able to want, or you can you can do it. That's why in Italian they say volere e potere, volere e potere, just the will, its ability of doing anything you want. If one say I wanted, or you say ho voluto, because voluto is just a past participle of volere. Ho voluto, ho voluto, just I wanted to travel in Italy. I say ho voluto viaggiare nell'Italia. So the next is potere, potere, which means can or to be able to. If I say I could or I was able to, say ho potuto, because potuto, it is the first participle of potere. Ho potuto, ho potuto. The next is credere, to believe, credere. So its first participle is creduto. Then we want to say I believed, ho creduto, ho creduto. Say I believe that my friend will come. Ho creduto che mio amico può vedere, può venire. Ho creduto che dovere. So its first participle is dovuto, dovuto. Then you want to say I had to or I must. You say ho dovuto. Maybe you may need to say I had to learn Italian. Ho dovuto imparare italiano. The next one is all about volere. This very interesting word in Italian, because we used to say volere e potere, to mean that to want is to will, is to be able, mean that anything you are able to want, or you can you can do it. That's why in Italian they say volere e potere. Volere e potere, just the will, its ability of doing anything you want. If one say I wanted, or you say ho voluto, because voluto is just a past participle of volere. Ho voluto, just I wanted to travel in Italy. I say ho voluto viaggiare in Italia. So the next is potere. Potere, which means can or to be able to. If I say I could or I was able to, say ho potuto, because potuto it is the first participle of potere. Ho potuto. Ho potuto. The next is credere, to believe, credere. So its first participle is creduto. Then we want to say I believed. Ho creduto. Ho creduto. Say I believe that my friend will come. Ho creduto che mio amico può venire. Ho creduto che mio amico può venire. The next is parlare. Parlare, to speak. To speak. Say parlato as past participle. Then you say I spoke or I talked or I've spoken. Ho parlato. Ho parlato. Say I talked to a teacher. Ho parlato col mio insegnante. The next one is sapere, which is to know. Sapere. You want to use this word to include it in action which have happened. We use avere as normal. Then we use its past participle. So we conjugate avere and add past participle, which is saputo. Then I knew. Ho saputo. Ho saputo. For example, you may say, I knew that in Action College I may learn Italian. Ho saputo che nell'Action College io posso imparare italiano. So even though we just we've just used these verbs, there are many other verbs that you may just follow in the next video, and we've tried to look on this personal pronoun of o. But from avere, if you remember, from the conjugations of avere, where I say that io ho, tu hai, lui ha, or lei ha, noi abbiamo, voi avete, or loro hanno. You may replace this by saying that you had, hai avuto, you made, hai fatto, you said, hai detto, by saying you saw, or hai visto, you had to, or you must, hai dovuto, and you may say hai voluto, I mean you wanted, ho potuto, hai potuto, by saying you wanted, because if you say I, we are conjugating avere using you, and just many others that you may just see watch in our consecutive lesson. Thank you so much, grazie mille per vedere questo video, ci vediamo.